If you own even one credit card, this video is for you. Today we are going to learn about two very important dates when it comes to your credit cards. One, which is the closing date, and the other is the due date. Now, the closing date is the day that they will report your amount to the credit bureaus, which also will result if you're gonna have a lower credit score or higher. And then the due date is when you would pay your card to avoid any late fees or interest. Let's dive right in. So now that you know this, let's put some strategies in place to be ahead of the credit card game. So I advise you, number one, to call your credit card company and try to have all your credit cards, if you have more than one, on the same closing date and due date. Why is this? To have a peace of mind and understand and know the exact dates that everything is happening, so you won't miss the opportunity of when, let's say, the bill is due or when they're reporting to the credit bureaus. So you put that in place, right? Now let me share something else with you. For example, my due date is on the 9th. My closing date is on the 14th. That is 5 days apart. So if I pay my card 100%, the full balance, on the 9th, by the 14th, they will be reporting to the credit bureau. But what I just found out is that they actually take 24 to 48 hours to report to the credit bureaus after the closing date. So technically, it's 7 days, we could say, that you shouldn't be using your card at all. It should be zero balance or very minimal if possible. So from the 9th to the 14th, or should I say from the 9th to the 16th, you shouldn't be using anything. Why? Because when it gets reported, you want the best. You don't want anything reported to the credit bureau. So your score could go up rather than it going down because you left a high balance. That is the key there, guys. Those 7 days after you pay it, do not put anything on your credit card so that when it reports, you won't have a low credit score just because you left a high balance. Now, the real game is after those days is over and you're on the 16th day, you know everything has been reported. Now you can use your card as you feel like. You can max it out for all I care, but remember those dates and remember to pay it off in full, if possible, by that due date, so that by the day that it's closing and it's sent off, you guys don't have anything to worry about. And that is how you play the credit card game effectively.